Ready?
Ready as we can be. Hello, folks. It is the Barony of Axemoor's May meeting, April meeting. April. Well, I wish it was
You really
May.
want me to leave, don't you?
No, not really. I want you to stay forever, Cordelia. We can't leave. We can't exist without you.
She's not moving, it's okay.
Anyway, we got some things to get through, and we want to try to get through them as fast as possible so we can get through other things. Yay. First, I'd like to say thank you guys for everything you did in helping with the non-world party at Gulf Wars. I really appreciate it, and apparently we had a good party.
So I heard.
So we'll start off with our night marshal. Remy, you're up.
Because of Gulf Wars, we had only a couple of practices, decent turnout, 2 to 3 fighters. Still working on having another weekday practice in and around UNO. Mundania has kind of taken over lately. Other than that, nothing else to report.
Okay. The Exchecker's not here, but I believe we have her report. Your Excellency. You got the Exchecker's report?
No,
Well, we have money.
we have money in the bank. We hope our exchequer is having a very lovely time in Paris.
If she made it. Did she get a flight?
She said she was in
They've
Paris.
been posting pictures.
Okay, cool.
She went to Notre Dame today.
No, that was Joe.
No, that was Betty too. They overlapped by about an hour.
Oh, sweet. Harold, he's not here. But
Harold's on native.
people are submitting names and they're getting submitted. Yay. ANS, he's not here either. People are doing ANS stuff.
You bet your
Yes,
ass
ma'am.
are.
I'd like to say we had an A&S thing at our house last weekend.
Yes.
We had a great time, had some archery and thrown weapons practice, and the ladies had an A&S class on medieval makeup kit. We made some things. It was awesome.
Sweet.
And beginning inkle
Yes,
weaving.
that's right.
And net was me.
And knit.
I'm sorry I missed
And
it.
fix the surgery.
Unfortunately,
And fix the surgery again.
I had to work,
Got
but
mine.
Different one.
Yep.
Bella bought a serger. And I had to and I learned how to rethread Martha's, and it works perfectly.
cool.
She just needs to dust it.
Wonderful. Chronicler. Right.
Thank you to our Chatelaine and our Herald for submitting the articles. Woo-hoo!
Did you send a reminder out so for people to submit articles?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
But I'm tired of nagging. I've reached my limit. I've said 3 times. I need articles. This is the last and final post. Articles by the 20th of each month.
Well, you
Please.
need to remind people each time period that they need to submit articles, because unfortunately we have things called life that happen and we kind of
Exactly.
forget.
That's exactly what's happening with me and my job right now.
Did you know that you can make a Facebook event where you say, hey, it prints out, hey, people send in articles at this time period.
I'm lucky if I'm getting to do anything on Facebook.
Well, you can talk to the Senator, he can do that for you.
Hey, Senator.
We'll talk about that later. All right. Web Minister.
Send out a post and remind us.
I've received one additional edition for the Armorial page. I haven't done it yet because I want Jill to do it. She's a little busy right now. She said that once she comes back, she's going to start working on her training. And in another month, I'm going to not have any other thing to do work-wise. So I'm going to be ramping up, showing her everything and making her do everything.
Sweet.
And we'll add some new stuff, in the heading of practice.
Sweet. Chatelaine. That's you. You're up. Anything to report?
We had a demo, which I believe Mrs. Teagan is still the Democrat because I'm a soft little cinnamon roll and don't understand all the rules. And it was lovely. And Gulf Wars, yay, all of the new people, all of the good. And speaking for Floki, he, as the Herald, he submitted things at Gulf Wars, but has not heard anything about them yet.
Cool
It
beans.
will take a while.
Yeah.
Historian. Well, our historian's not here.
Was that all of our something?
Quartermaster.
Both trailers are in my yard, and one of them has stuff in it.
Ooh. Sheriff.
We have a few items from Lost and Found from camp. The ones from Rebel are still sitting on the table. But we have been asked if a couple people can borrow the baronial trailer for help with moving.
The new trailer or the old trailer?
The old trailer.
Sure, until we sell that son of a gun.
And we have a possible buyer for it as well. So
That he sounds even better.
we've had a very busy week.
Democrat.
A huge thank you to those that came out and participated with the St. Paul's demo. Normally they do us a $50 donation. This year they increased it to $100. So that was a big plus and a first. This was also their smallest class since Katrina, with 15 students and their parents. And she said next year we get ready for a class of 26.
Sweet.
Next year's class is going to be 26. And Katie thanked us very profusely for coming out and for everything that we brought. We did, we showed. And she also admitted that she did not realize how much was involved with doing their feast day. She has helped Miss Gina, but she's not fully been the one in the hot seat to actually coordinate it and put together. And she's like, and you do this for all of this? It's like, And she's like, oh, bless you. But in a good way, because she just said she did not realize how much work was involved in trying to coordinate something like this. So, but they did do us a definite nice donation. We might have a conflict with the demo on June 2nd, which is for Jefferson Parish Library. That's also the weekend of the TOC tournament.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily?
No, TLC has not been scheduled yet.
Okay.
We're still trying to find a group in the site.
St. Leon has put in a bid.
I know.
Can we get a flyer from the library once we figure out the logistics so that we can pass it along to our coworkers and stuff?
Yeah, they usually do something.
I asked about it like 2 years ago and they never produced one.
They usually put it on their marquee. I don't know if they actually do a flyer there. They do something that they're using an old picture from an old thing that they had given to us. But I don't know because what exactly if the children's lady is doing to promote it.
Alrighty, go for us.
Hey, go for us. Camp was great.
Okay.
We used less than 2 cans of propane for the entire week.
Because we didn't run the torches.
We ran the outdoor torches, the ones on the gate,
Right.
and the shower. And we had just enough firewood. We got 4 pieces left sitting in the fire pit. So, and everything worked out. It was laid out well. Thank you, Floki. It really was. Shower worked. Kitchen worked. Thank you, Gentile.
Did we get any feedback on the milk?
And camp stayed really, really clean.
I wanted to ask about that, the meal plan. What did everybody think of the meal plan? Did you like how it worked, or do we want to try that again
We may
next
have
year,
to
or
put
throw
that
it
on the
out?
camp page.
Huh?
We may have to put that out on the camp page.
Okay.
We do have 276 left in camp funds, but we still owe Brian for mowing, and he's not said a word about it. And and Jamie has asked where there's the bill go to, and I told her send it to me. She said because the address that she had for Jill, it's no longer going. It came back.
Yeah. Jill moved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. One quick thing before we get to St. Bob. Christmas Revel, we've already scheduled. It's going to be the 30th of November, the 1st and the 2nd of December. It will be at Camp Wilkes. So the bid, if you're putting in a bid for it, hopefully it's in by July. Camp Wilkes will be the place, and I have the information that you need for that. I guess we will go to St. Bogdacious now.
We missed it the most.
Things are progressing as we were discussing earlier. Right now, we are in desperate need of people to volunteer for all troll shifts. So anybody who can volunteer to take a troll shift, please do so.
I got the first two.
Also, need to do arts and A&S classes. If you can teach an A&S class, that'd be greatly appreciated. Other than that, if anybody has questions, I'm happy to answer them.
I'll volunteer to be NAPCRAT.
Miss Martha?
We have only had 26 people register. Currently, we have $488 in funds for it. But only 26 people have registered. PayPal's still open, or you can pay me tonight.
When does PayPal close?
The 5th at midnight, I'll post when I get home. I might be able to figure out how to do it here, to remind people that it closes on the 5th at midnight. I think that's correct, right?
I don't see it. Where is it? PayPal, April 6th. Cutoff is April 6th.
So that's Friday. No.
Because on the page, I think it says
Today's the 3rd.
5th at midnight, which would
Yeah,
actually
it would be Friday.
6th.
Friday at midnight.
On this thing here that I've got, it says the 6th, the advertisement that I printed, so.
To register for PayPal for St. Bognation. Okay.
Which is only like 2 days away. Yeah.
Yes, it's well,
Yeah.
anything else? Any other positions you need?
It would be the 6th of midnight.
The 6th is Friday.
6th at midnight.
Emily, any other positions any things that you need filled? Jobs need to be done?
Let me see if I can pull up the, that's the big, I mean, if we can get a couple of extra people to help, we have the kids helping with nasty crat stuff, duties. Ron's in charge of, like, he's head nasty crat because he's 16 now. We have the kids helping with that. But Jill's gonna post for servers herself, or should we be posting for, like, people to help in the kitchen and servers and
Well,
everything?
we usually do that at the event. Put out a sign-in sheet.
Yeah, and Feast Crat recruits for kitchen help.
You can put out there that
Tomorrow.
kitchen help would be appreciated.
Yeah.
Okay. But no, for the most part, troll is the most important thing right now.
Which shifts do you need?
All.
I still have to work that day, but I might be able to help after.
Anything else on Bogdacious? Anyone else? Okay, I guess we're done talking about Bogdacious. We're not required to put a kingdom level bid into 2019, but we should think about helping the kingdom out if they need someone to put bids in for an event. So I think right now Adam said the closing date for I think it's
Coronation is Friday is Saturday, and crown list is due May 12th for fall crown.
So we might want to think about doing We might want to think about doing crown list. Maybe going in with seeing if Celion will go in with us. That way we could split it. Then Feastocrat and do reservationists and us autocrat and do whatever else. But it's a thought. We'll talk to them later on. I don't have anything. Your Excellencies?
I need to spend some money. We're out of
I'll
archery.
take some
No,
money.
we ran out of archery targets. The ones we bought 15 years ago finally got used up. But they were 75 cents a piece back then. Now they're $1 a piece.
What is it?
Archery targets.
Archery, the
The
target
60
pieces.
centimeter feet of target we used that required to use for royal rounds or ICATs
A whole
or.
big old roll.
I also want to make a suggestion.
I'll buy 25 of them and that'll last us for about 3 or 4 years.
I have this wonderful snow cone machine that I have not used yet. And we're trying to get record built up in the kingdom. And I'm thinking that we do a fundraiser at Bogdacious using the snow cone machine. We can use that to put money, to get money for armor and rapier gear. And possibly anything else in the marshallet. That way it wouldn't have to come exactly out of their funds.
Boozy snow cones. Boozy snow cones.
Well,
I second the
snow
motion.
cones. and
Snow cones,
then
you had your own
get
booze.
Magnus to set up
No.
shot bar.
We're not getting Magnus to set up a shot bar.
Whatever.
I second the motion.
His
I don't
schedule is
actually
very,
care.
very erratic right now.
I don't actually care, so.
Yes, snow cones and BYOB.
If you have BYOB, you can add whatever you want to it.
Right.
But the question is, it would be something you guys will be interested in it being done.
That would be cool.
That'd be cool.
Plus it's getting hot. Plus it's getting hot. So
Yep.
Yeah.
I would buy one.
Autocrat?
At least one.
Works for me. Do we want to put it on the schedule?
Not necessarily, just be a fundraiser, snow cone stand.
It is really.
Put it by the like
Hmm?
wherever the fighting is.
We are gonna have a fundraiser, lunch. It is going to be, for, whoever the crown ends up being, it's gonna be for their travel fund. It was originally, it's the same people who were gonna do it, for, Stefan Macha.
My Squire Brody.
So yeah, we're still gonna have a fundraiser lunch as well.
If we're gonna do the snow cone machine, they had to have somebody man it. I'm running the live and
I would get people to man it.
I can help.
I think it'd be a great idea.
I've never snow coned, but I ran a cotton candy machine, so.
Do we need to have blocks
And
of
we ought to be able
ice?
to use ice
No.
inside.
Don't use block, it doesn't use block size.
It's gotta use blocks, huh?
No, it doesn't.
No?
This machine does not use blocks of ice, it uses crushed ice.
Interesting.
Rock on, brother, rock on.
It's easier for sure for me.
Right?
You just gotta have a truckload of ice, which isn't that hard to get. But anyway,
I've got one of those super awesome.
we need big ice chests.
Yeah,
That's what we're gonna
one
need.
that
I
lasts for like
got
decades.
one of those big 64 cord, what do you call them?
Cause I'm thinking about bringing it for Crown List.
Yeah.
Crown Nation.
Batch syrups.
Yeah.
And there's a place in New Orleans that I can get syrups from. That, or I can order it online, but I wanna go to the place in New Orleans. Anyway, we have Crown List coming up next weekend, not this coming weekend, but next weekend, Crown Nation actually. We have two of our own fighting in it. We have Sir Grimbaldus and Lord Floki. So come out and wish them luck.
Right on, right on.
Other than that, meeting's done. I got nothing else to say.
That's it.
Any alibis?
That's it.
I don't wanna send a message.
Okay, now we do P and P.